Hello, I'm Ana Santos from PT for You Portuguese Lessons Online. Welcome to one more week, one more video dedicated to this amazing language. You know that it's my feeling, it's my opinion, and it's my certain. You only need some tricks to keep it sharp. And today, what I have prepared today is the same idea. It's when you practice, it's always better and easier to understand. And today I've prepared a simple thing that can be tricky sometimes, and you start seeing it when it's written. And my students keep asking me, even in the beginning, I'll tell them that it's interesting to explain. And here today I have prepared a video about it. Don't forget, follow my Facebook page, PT for You Portuguese Lessons Online by Ana Santos. It's me. All my website, everything you have regarding this, my insights, the transcriptions of my podcasts, also they are there in my ptforyou.wordpress.com. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. You find these videos and all the links for the others, and my podcast, like I was saying, Por Terras de Portugal e Neste Dia. They're in platform SoundCloud, and then all the transcriptions in my website. Today, reflexive actions. This happens in most of language, not necessarily in the same verse, but these idea things that you do to yourself. Imagine when you get up, when you comb your hair, wash myself, so things that you do, and the actions, when the actions reflect on your moments, on your things that you're doing. This can be different in the idea, but when behave yourselves, for instance, in English, or take care of yourselves. This idea that this reflects like a mirror, we call it in Portuguese the reflexive verbs, or the reflexive pronouns, things to whom you do. A reflexive verb is one where the subject and object are the same, and where the actions reflects back on the subject. So in English, you recognize it: myself, yourself, herself. And in Portuguese, this myself, herself will have different expressions. And today is what I have for you. So some examples of verbs common with these reflexive ideas in Portuguese. And usually you find them, this se in the end will tell you that are reflexive per se. So what you have here: levantar-se, vestir-se, despir-se, deitar-se, sentir-se, encontrar-se, conhecer-se. So this idea. And if you think, you can do things to yourself or to the others. So this will be the part that we need to think about. First, two-step situations: the bending of the verb and the idea of the action. First, the bending of the verb. As normal as you already know by heart and backwards. So you pick up the verb and you bend it in the different persons. That's why you have here, I use the example of levantar, to get up. And what I've done, I wrote all the verbs normally as you already know. Levanto, levantas, levanta, levantamos, levantam, levanta. And see, the only thing I add so far is this hyphen. Why? Because it's already in the basic form, in the infinitive form. Levantar, hyphen. After that, what I'm going to do? I'm going to add who, in whom the action reflects. If it's in me, in you, in him, in us, in you. And this for the first time, if you see here, for the first time, I'm not putting in the same line the vocês and the eles or elas. You all, like a group, or eles, elas, like them in the he or she way. First, because now we need to really make the difference of this point. Is it on them, or is it in us and we all? Okay. And so you add this information after the verb. One small thing here, you have this trick here in the we, nós, you delete the S. We'll see how this works in the verb. So what happens here? Eu levanto-me, levantaste, levanta-se, levantamo. See here? The verb delete. Why? Because it makes a lot in our ears. So we delete it in order to make it easier in our minds. Vocês levantam-vos, eles levantam-se. So this idea that even you can cross because I get up you. It can be like this. Eu levanto-te. Eu levanto-vos. So not necessarily the same person that will reflect. You can do the actions to other, but it's always the idea of merging the situations. So this can be tricky. Just send me the information and all your questions for that. I think with this line, it can be interesting now to see every time you see it written with an hyphen. Now it's time to understand the small line here. It's time to start understanding what does it mean. And this first part is the reflexive ideas. Wait and see for next week what I've prepared, because then we talk about the object. Imagine that you want to eat, how it will work in Portuguese. Wait and see. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. Don't forget, have fun.